Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm showing you how to import images into your Fusion 360 projects step by step. We'll look at two different methods with two completely different use cases. One for tracing and modeling and one for adding graphics like logos. And with that being said, let's not waste any more time and jump straight into the video. Alright, starting with an empty Fusion 360 file, I hit on insert and you can see both Decal and Canvas right next to each other. We'll be using both these to pull in images, but first I'll start with the Canvas image. I have the image stored on my computer, so I'll try to pull this in. I have the mug canvas image for the canvas. I want to place this image on the front view. And once the image is uploaded, I can use the central handle and the arrow keys to adjust the position of the image so that it's easier for us to trace the shape. You can also play around with the opacity of the image if you feel like the image is a little too bright. Well, basically, you don't want the sketch lines to get mixed up with the image lines, and it's coherent that you know what sketch you are trying to rotate or revolve or extrude. And once you're happy with the position, hit OK to confirm the position of the image. And now we'll start tracing by creating a new sketch in the same plane. That would be the front plane. And I'll use simple line segments to trace the shape of this mug. Also, I've sped up this section of the video since the coffee mug design isn't really the focus of the video today. But just in case if you're interested in how the mug comes together, I'll walk you through it briefly. After finishing the outline of the mug, I exit the sketch and use revolve function to spin the profile around the vertical axis, creating the mug body. And next for the handle, I create a new sketch on the side plane. I create a slot from the sketch panel, which are just using the dimension tool by pressing D on the keyboard. With that done, I use the move tool with the create copy option turned on, and I duplicate the slot down towards the base of the mug. These two small shapes will act as the connection points for our handle. Once both are in place, I extrude them with an offset such that they slightly intersect with the exterior of the mug. This ensures a clean connection later on. Now I use the move tool to adjust the position of both these handle nubs to roughly match the reference image. Then switching to the front plane, I start a new sketch, and with 3D sketch enabled and using the spline tool, I draw a smooth curve connecting both the bodies, loosely following the shape of the handle from the reference image. With the path drawn, I exit the sketch and I use the sweep tool to connect both the ends along the curve, creating a clean organic looking handle. And to finish it off, I hit modify and then appearance. I found a smooth powder coated material in paint. I drag that onto the mug, and just like that, we're done with the mug design. And now let's move on to applying the decal image. And to do that, we are heading back to the insert menu just like before, but this time we're using the decal option. I've already got a PNG image ready for this mug, so I'll be selecting upload from my computer. And now, unlike the canvas images, decal images need a face or a surface of the body to be projected onto. So I'll click directly on the surface of the mug. And once it's loaded, we get the same intuitive controls to adjust the scale, rotation, and the position of the images. I'll rotate it to face forward and I'll just scale it up to fit nicely. I'll center it to the side of the mug. And just like that, we've got a custom artwork. Not exactly custom artwork, but we got our artwork wrapped right onto the mug surface. But before we wrap it up, I noticed that the base of the mug is looking a little sharp. So I'll add a fillet to smooth it out on the bottom step and another inside the hollow area just to clean things up visually. And that's it. Yeah, those are the two main ways to use images in Fusion 360, as a canvas for tracing and as decals for branding and styling. And we're finally done. If this video helped you, consider hitting that like button or even subscribing to the channel for more design tutorials. I hope you have a great day and I'll see you in the next one.